Georgina Beaven. Welcome.
Just want to say good evening. Thank you all for having me here tonight. I am speaking on behalf of Belfast Netball Club. We've submitted in the long-term plan to have our courts redone. We're a fairly big club. Last year, I believe, we had around 25 teams, so one of the biggest clubs in the South Island, let alone just here in Christchurch, and having those home courts well maintained and in good condition is really important for us as a club. Something that makes us different from a lot of other clubs in Christchurch is that we are able to practice and train in our own local area. So we have girls who come all the way out from Rangiora, and then others that come towards Papanui and the city centre to come play with us, and being able to train in Belfast rather down at Hagley just makes it a lot easier. I know for myself, having just to travel 10 minutes out to Belfast versus into town through traffic to get to Hagley, it's supposed to park at Hagley, that sucks. It's so much easier, and being able to use these courts is just really important to us. So I just wanted to outline that I've been with Belfast for 6 years now. Our courts have just continued to deteriorate. As far as I'm aware, in the past 20 years, they haven't been maintained. We can't use sections of the courts because as soon as we get a frost, they will remain wet, they will never dry out. There's random markings from all sorts of other sports, which makes it really hard to play on, especially when you're a young girl trying to learn the sport. They get very confused. I know I coach. It's taken a lot of time to figure out where the lines are sometimes. There's the holes for the tennis nets, which have actually sunk into the ground, and they do collect water over the season. So it makes it very slippery when we're trying to train. Netball is a very injury heavy sport. It's really heavy on your knees, your ankles, or your joints, and just that extra added slipperiness from the rain because our courts are not well maintained is just added to injury. Back in 2018, I was umpiring at trials, so about 2 months before the season started, and a girl actually, I believe she tore her ACL right in front of me as I was umpiring, and it's a very hard injury to recover by, and I don't think she's actually really been able to return to netball since. And yeah, that was quite scary, having someone, break their ACL right in front of you. I just wanted to stress that Belfast Netball Club, it's a really great club. They serve a large area, and it's really important to our community that we keep these courts in good condition so that we are able to use them in our future generation. Our kids and everyone else that comes are able to use these courts. They have such a great social aspect and just really provide for a large amount of people, and we just really want these courts kept in good condition so we can continue to play and support ourselves as a club.
Yeah, and the club have presented to our community board, even though you're across the road from out of our boundary, half your people live in our area. And it was a good presentation. My question would be, have you seen a worse toilet in the entire country than the one at your club? Just for anyone who's thinking of not funding it.
It's horrendous. A girl, I actually coached before I came here today, and a girl wanted to use them. And I was down there with another coach, and she was like, be aware, they are really bad. And she went in and she was like, oh, they're fine, and lifted up the toilet seat, and I think it was filled to the brim of, and there was lots of noise of disgust coming out of that 12-year-old's mouth. So, I think the last time I used them was about, 3 years prior back, probably 2018. And, I vowed never to go back in there today. Today will be the last time. Until those are redone, that I will be stepping back in there because they are absolutely disgusting.
If you're missing any players this season, they're possibly still in there. So.
Yes, make sure to check when I go back down.
Yeah, well, your community board's already submitted on it too, so we're very, very well aware of the issue. But thanks for exciting the graphic imagery that none of us are now going to be able to get out of our minds.
Happy to take you out there at any time.
No, thank you very much. It's really important, club level, what you do in the community. It's amazing. And thank you for being a coach too. That really much appreciated. So thanks for coming.
All good. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Greg Clydesdale.